Okay, now I want to show you, I've taken this object, the orange. Now how do we put color on it? Well, this is sort of a review for you. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4. The 1, 2, 3, 4 blended. The color has been put on. You say, well, how is that done? I will show you. Or as Bill Alexander says, I will show you. So I have some burnt sienna. And we'll come to this one. This is dry underneath, and we're putting this on top. You can put this on so that you have it a little bit thinner, and then some of the gray shows through. That is really the purpose of an underpainting, is to establish the form, all your blending, your shadows, and your lights, have the form, and then you put color on thinly on top, and you still have the strength of form. Okay, here comes some orange and yellow, deep orange and yellow. This would represent like your number 3. Now, I make one little deviation at this point, and that is this. If I were to mix up in color with a 1, 2, 3, and 4, the number 1 would have to have a lot of light in it, or white, excuse me. So what I do instead is come with the number 3. This happens to be yellow with a little deep orange in it. And I put this on to cover both the 1 and 2 areas. So at this point, I don't have any white in the object. And then you go ahead with the same idea, the zigzag and blend. And then we'll come back to the highlight, and I'll show you the reason for not having the white. Now, some objects you will put the white in early. It just happens in some of these. You can get some very rich color if you don't. Now, notice on that, I was able to use this flat sable badger brush without any mop brush because I'm using very little paint. Just thinly, always at a right angle, turn it, blend this around. Isn't that pretty? I'll come over on this side just a little bit, which darkens that slightly. And therefore, you get some form, too. Because put your hand on it. If it feels sharp, your hand won't go around it. But if it's soft, then it will. Okay, now we have that put on, but we have not put on any number 1 yet. Remember, we said the number 1 would include white. So that's very rich without it. When we put on the number 1, yellow and white, then we do very little of it, and you maintain all this pure, rich color. We can put this on right over in there. Because the orange surface has a little pebbly look, well, then you can kind of dance that around a little bit to represent that, too. And then finally, just some pure white, just a touch and a touch, like that. Isn't that nice? Now look at the above orange. That is on and that is dry. If you'd put it on that way, you've met all your responsibilities. We put on the 4, 3, 2, 1 and blended. Okay, what would help that? When you first put that on, you think, oh, that looks pretty good. But then after it's dry, you think, gosh, is that an orange old, or is that a number 5 on the billiard table? Well, once you have the form on, then you can do special effects. Here is some phthalo green with a little bit of the orangey color. This will go up, and instead of putting it on this one, I'm going to put it on the dry one. So you soften some edges, and you get some of your little extra subtle colors around. Therefore, it's more correct in true nature of orange. It doesn't have the hard edge, and it has some of the coloring that you expect to see on an orange. And if you want, you can put a little bit of that brighter orange on that we use today. Just a little bit in here. Push this around, see what that will do. That softens rather nicely. And of course, then you always have the detail. I'm going to do one little detail. I guess often if you just take, let's see, what do we want? Let's just take a little dark here and put this right at the top so you get a feeling like there's a little end to it. It gives a little character, but that is very pretty. You could put a little green on while it's wet. Look, okay, let's prove it, right? As we do it, I want to make sure that the green is soft enough. And what I'm saying is light enough so that we put it on, it doesn't scream. Oops, too light. Notice the brush, I've changed to the mop brush because I want the light touch. Now that has a nice fresh feeling. I think I could sell somebody on the idea that the orange juice from this one would be okay. Okay, let's put this down.